Now we're getting into my question here on Facebook, and it's from Danny Eston. Also, Danny, I appreciate you watching on Facebook. Appreciate it. Raiders, do you think the Raiders will draft Mack Wilson with the 24th or 27th pick? Danny, you need to get on board with, and I already forget his name. Guys, I'm bad with names. All right, but get on the board with him. Now, I like Mack Wilson a lot. I think he's the number 2 linebacker behind Devin White. And I think if the Raiders really want to invest in a linebacker, now here's the other thing that we don't talk about nearly enough. Paul Gunther has come out and said that he doesn't really necessarily know if he wants the Raiders to take a linebacker early and maybe concentrate more on free agency. That's just something to say. But for me, I personally really like Mack Wilson. He's a hard-hitting dude. Jamie, what's going on? Or Jaime? I don't know. Let me know. Raiders, if Bosa and Allen not there at pick 4, make a trade with the Skins for their 2019 pick, a 2020 third pick, and linebacker Ryan Kerrigan. How many Chucky heads? To be honest, I thought that said horny Chucky heads, and I don't even know what that looks like. But cheers to you for submitting the question. Let me hydrate, because that one threw me off a little bit. Also, guys, I'm drinking more than just beer on this episode, so stay tuned. Let me know what you guys are drinking below. Unless you're under 21, then it better be something like water related. Okay, if Bosa and Allen are not on the board to pick 4, I'm already losing my mind. Make a trade with the Skins. Hey, at the end of the day, I think they could potentially trade back with the Skins. But again, I mean, there's a lot going on there. I know you say how many Chucky heads. I'd probably only given it 1. All right, Inspire Munoz, one of my most loyal watchers, my man. Thank you for watching again. Hashtag Raiders. Will there be an edge rusher at number 27 worth taking? And again, now the edge rushers are super deep in this year's draft class. But I think the Raiders are going to target an edge rusher with one of those top picks, okay? At 27, I'm still looking at safety position like a Nasir Adderley, or I'm going to be looking at maybe a Mack Wilson if he's there. Devin Bush would be kind of nice sitting back there also, but an edge rusher, there is plenty of edge rushers in this year's draft class. Dennis Jones. What's going on, Dennis? Hashtag Raiders. Guys, remember to use hashtag Raiders to get on the show. Should the Raiders trade a late-round pick to the Ravens to grab King Crab back? Now, I don't get why we want Michael Crabtree back. Like, when he was with the Raiders, y'all were bitching and moaning that he can't catch a football, and now he's gone and you want him back? Man, let's go out and let's get Golden Tate. Let's get an actual wide receiver that I think at some point can still help us produce. We need a field stretcher. Maybe like a Tyrell Williams. Maybe like a John Brown. If we want a slot receiver, I'll take Golden Tate over Michael Crabtree any day. Any day. Even though I do love King Crab Legs. Also, if you're watching, make sure you guys turn on those YouTube notifications. If you don't know what a notification is, it's the thing that looks like a bell. Click on the bell, and then every time I go live, every time that I post a video, you'll just pop up on screen, and I'm putting people on the show who comment first, because to be honest, the people who comment first, it actually helps us out a lot here at Chat Sports. So shout out to you guys. Hit that nice little bell. All right, Frisco, what's going on, my man? What is that, Dragon Ball Z? I have no idea. All right, Raiders draft Kyler Murray at 4. Use him as trade bait to pick up a linebacker or defensive end from Jags or Giants. I don't like the idea of drafting a player and then using him as trade bait. I do not like that. I think at the end of the day, if they want to, I don't know, trade down and get, because somebody wants to trade up for Murray, I would rather that, because then we can have more picks, then we can control what players we're ultimately going to take. So Frisco, I appreciate the question. That's all I'm saying. But I'm going to ask you, where's Kyler Murray going to play in 2019? All right, I mean, we have odds out on BetDSI. We have odds just about everywhere on where Kyler Murray is going to play in 2019. So I want to know from you, where's he going to play? And if you think that you know for a fact where Murray's going to play in 2019, bingo. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Use our promo code Raiders120 for 120% deposit bonus. Anybody who signs up at BetDSI and uses Raiders120, DM me on Twitter at MitchellRens365. Send me a screenshot. I'm going to hook you guys up with a free jersey. 4 Chucky heads, believe that. Ruben, what's going on, brother? Can we get an updated picture for Ruben? Will Raiders play their home games in Arizona and Alabama? Well, Ruben, I saw this rumor too. And they could potentially play 7 games, and it could be split between Alabama and Arizona. And in terms of Chucky heads, I'd give it maybe 1 Chucky head. At the end of the day, it's so frustrating that we still to this day have no idea where the Raiders are going to play. We don't. And I think that they kind of like leaked the information that they were going to play at Oracle Park to kind of kickstart maybe the Raiders or Oakland a little bit. But I'm still going to point the finger at Mark Davis because it is absolutely infuriating to me that this man has absolutely no idea what's going on. Maybe if he spent a little more time figuring out what he wants to do instead of at Supercuts, we'd be a lot farther, I think, as an organization. But comment below if you guys think Mark Davis is a good owner or not, because I definitely don't. Dennis Jones, again, wow, 2 for 1. Man, what are you doing to our producer, Brett? I want to know. Should the Raiders move Nelson to slot and go after 2 wide receivers like Brown and maybe Golden Tate? Okay, so we're going to move Nelson to slot. Interesting. And then 2 younger receivers like Brown and maybe Golden Tate. Now, I like Golden Tate, okay? I think Golden Tate is the top wide receiver on the free agent market because I think he's also a really good fit for what the Raiders want to do on offense. And let's say they want to run that dink and dunk. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But when you're an effective wide receiver like Golden Tate, I think it would be interesting. And when I look at Tate on the depth chart here for the Raiders, I like Jordy, I like Golden Tate, and Marcel Aitman's sitting there too. But in terms of do I want Antonio Brown, man, I don't know if I want to pay Antonio Brown all that money. I would much rather have Golden Tate at his cost than Antonio Brown, I believe, at his cost. Daniel Miller, your caps are on. I'm kidding. I know. You always comment it. Hashtag Raider, not Raiders. So trade back with Jags to get Fournette, the greedy, and hopefully Nasir. All right, Nasir spelled wrong. There's also a few other lowercase things in here, but it's all good, Daniel. I love you, my man. All right, so trade back with the Jags to get Fournette. If we're going to trade back, I hope we get more than Leonard Fournette personally. And I do like Greedy Williams, but I don't really see that this trade is all too likely. All right, Omerta, 13, is that it? Raiders, number 4 pick and first round pick in 2020 for Cardinals pick and get Nicky the Nickster Bosa. Wow, you might want to TM that one before that one gets taken away. Hang on. Oh, hydration is key. I think there's a chance that the Raiders could trade up and get Nick Bosa if he's absolutely the rock star that they're looking for. Personally, though, I want the Raiders to trade back because, let's be real, we need more draft picks. Inspiring Munoz, what's up, brother? Would it be worth taking Devin White at number 4? I love Devin White, and I think he is head and shoulders the best linebacker in the draft. I just don't see the Raiders doing it because, again, Paul Guenther has stated numerous times that he just doesn't believe the Raiders in taking a linebacker super early. He believes that you can find them later. The only issue is, out of the top 3, there's not much after that. I like Devin White, but I just don't see the Raiders doing it at number 4. Tommy Williams, what's going on, brother? Should get Demarcus Lawrence in free agency. Sure. There's a lot of teams that should get Demarcus Lawrence in free agency. Here's the only thing, though. He's not going to hit free agency. And I think if he does hit free agency, you may just see chat sports in general just light on fire because the entire city of Dallas will light on fire. Demarcus Lawrence will not leave the Cowboys. And if he does leave the Cowboys, they are super dumb. Super, super dumb. And then you guys should subscribe to the Dallas Cowboys Report to watch Tom go absolutely AWOL if they lose Demarcus Lawrence. I asked this question earlier in the week on the Raiders community channel, and I was absolutely blown away by the amount of comments that this got. So I want to know from everybody watching, okay? I'm going to give you a few seconds to reply, so throw this in the comments section. How many years have you been a Raiders fan? And here's the thing. When I got to start doing these shows here at Chat Sports, at first, I was a little worried that Raider Nation wasn't going to accept me, and now y'all are like my second family. Heck, I talk to some of you more than I talk to my actual family with you guys blowing up my DMs, and I just wanted you guys to know that I definitely appreciate the warm welcome into Raider Nation fandom. So, but I want to know, how many years have you guys been a fan? We got Michael saying 1995, Drizzy Zay 16, born since 90 or 89 from... They got Chris Landon, plus 30 years. 25 from Rewrite the Stars. Raider Rico, 1997. Raider Nation, just want you to know, keep throwing in those below, but I absolutely love y'all. All right, Noble Wolf, 13. Let's see what I can howl at this. Since 1994, born a Raiders fan. My family loves the Raiders. Raider Nation for life. Absolutely love seeing that. Manny Flores, minus the picture. I love this. Since I was born in LA in 82. Okay, go Raiders. God bless you. You're my bro, dude. God bless you. And maybe one of the more interesting names. Liberals are icky. And this is one of our most loyal watchers. So Liberals are icky. I love you, man. 1973, right before Snake took over for LaMonica. Fair enough there. Paul Gleedhill, what you got for me? Since 1984, the year NFL was on Channel 4 in the UK. Believe it, baby. 4 Chucky heads. Are you from the UK? Are you okay? All good. I think America's a little bit better, though.
Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this, I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.